Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Fans of The Young and the Restless can't wait to watch how Diane Jenkins and her fiancé Jack Abbott's storyline develops in the future. Intriguing turns involving Nick and Sally, Cameron Kirsten, Victor Newman, Kyle Abbott, and Audra Charles were also revealed. What sinister plans lie behind them? Let's investigate by plunging down to the bottom. Hello, Young and the Restless viewers. We want to discuss some current events on The Young and the Restless, and 5 major twists that we believe Y&R should incorporate into the ongoing front-burner plots. These, in our opinion, have the potential to upend everything and surprise fans in a big way. We have some ideas for Cameron Kirsten, even if he is deceased, as well as Diane Jenkins, Jack Abbott, Nick, and Sally. However, this is just us talking out loud in the Soap Dirt writing room. For Kyle Abbott, Audra Charles, Victor Newman, and also, we'll delve into all of it. Okay, so let's speak about the first major twist. Is it possible that Diane Jenkins has been deceiving Jack Abbott for a while and has not actually changed? Jack Abbott has once again fallen head over heels for Diane Jenkins, which makes this a fantastic twist in and of itself. There are supporters in both camps, one of whom believes Diane Jenkins has actually changed. Another dedicated group of followers also believes she hasn't changed and that she is somehow planning something. Therefore, that would be a lot of fun. And that implies that aggressive and cunning Diane would appear much more frequently. That would be fantastic, truly fantastic. Additionally, Phyllis Summers on Young and the Restless would receive justice. Ashley would be exonerated, and it would pave the way for a reconciliation between Phyllis and Jack Abbott. Now, I don't think there is any justification for her to collaborate with her ex-boyfriend. She was not working with Jeremy Stark, in my opinion, not for a single second. She appeared to be genuinely afraid of him, but it doesn't mean that she isn't pursuing her own independent strategy against Jack Abbott, or that she hasn't returned to the area for some sinister motive. Because of Jack, she is set to land a posh executive position at Jabot. That might be her ultimate goal. I believe it would be incredibly entertaining if Diane Jenkins continued to be awful. Again, she exudes sincerity in all of her interactions, and she probably has changed for the better. But I just believe it would be entertaining if she returned to being terrible on Young and the Restless. I'm good. The second twist that we believe would be really intriguing on the current season of Young the Restless is for Nick Newman to discover that the child that Sally Spectre lost was actually his and not Adam Newman's. We have been debating the possibility that Victoria Newman altered the paternity test for a while now, and she would do that in an effort to separate Sally from Nick, in an effort to avoid creating an attachment that would last a lifetime if they had a child. Victoria likely also believed that if the kid was shown to be Adam's, that may tarnish Adam in Victor's eyes because she is aware of Victor's dislike for Sally. Victoria Newman would certainly confess to Nick if she manipulated the test and the baby later died, in my opinion. He wouldn't have been present for the loss of the baby who was biologically his, which would have devastated him. Of course, he still feels bad for Adam and Sally because of what they've both been through, but that is something quite different. However, it might be revealed that Victoria confided in Nate Hastings, or that she discussed it. I'm not sure, maybe to her mother or someone else. But I believe she would tell Nate more likely. Then, as they obviously intend to do, Nate and Audra figure out a method to utilize this revelation to sow discord among the family members. And because Adam is currently in despair, consider how peculiar and perhaps shocking that would be. What would happen to his grieving process if it proved out that the baby wasn't his, since he was already attached to the child? Simply put, it would be intriguing and complicated. I'm good. Our third twist, which Sharon Case, who portrays Sharon Newman, came up with, we think may be entertaining. Is it possible that Cameron Kirsten has a twin that is much more evil? Lyndon Ashby, who portrays Cameron Kirsten, was the subject of a recent interview with Sharon Case. Michael Fairman was speaking with them. Because it's a soap opera, Sharon Case chuckled and remarked, dead isn't always dead. And if Cameron had a twin, wouldn't that be interesting? And Lyndon Ashby said that he found that to be incredibly humorous. In our interpretation, he should make a decent twin, since Cameron would undoubtedly be the evil twin if there were a nice twin and a bad twin. He should be even more terrible. What if, however, someone worse existed? I mean, he killed a kitten and dressed a teenager in a bomb vest. What is more detrimental than that? Would be interesting to learn. Okay, so the fourth twist we think would be absolutely evil for Y&R right now is if it comes out that Victor Newman was responsible for Sally's miscarriage. While that may seem excessive, let me first remind you that Victor has committed crimes far worse than this in the past. Because he took Phyllis's spouse and transferred a drug dealer who looked like him into his place, he essentially allowed Phyllis to be raped for a year. Victor has attempted murder. He even set up his own kid to be killed. He has accomplished a lot. Therefore, is it conceivable that Victor drugged Sally in an effort to induce this miscarriage or manipulate her blood pressure? He may have believed that he could murder both her and the child. The reason being that she refused to accept his bribe in exchange for leaving town and the baby behind was that she was unwilling to do so. He might just have run out of patience. Because of Sally, Victor believed he was losing control over both of his boys. Adam and Nick appeared to be under her sway as well, according to Victor. And perhaps he came to the conclusion that murdering her and or the child was preferable to letting her have a child with a Newman and being in their life for all time. You most certainly did not desire that. Additionally, we must keep in mind that Adam Newman was still drugging Victor only a year or two ago. He admitted that he had tampered with some of his meds, but insisted that he wasn't aiming to harm his father. But the Newmans generally engage in similar mischief. Additionally, there are certain spoilers that indicate Adam turns evil. However, it would be intriguing if Victor had already turned the lights out before him, and that Sally Spector's sorrow was brought on by him. If Kyle Abbott picks up on for Charles, that would be our number 5 young in the Restless twist that we believe would be a lot of fun. They conversed, and it was clear that they clicked. Kyle is furious with Summer for lying about her mother to keep his mother behind bars. He has Audra's attention, she made that abundantly plain. And if she had the chance to sleep with him, I would assume that crafty Audra would try to prevent him from making up with Summer. So it would be excellent for her if she decided to become pregnant. She and Nate would be able to influence the Abbott and Newman families in a variety of ways. Nate is somewhat out of her reach, and she has lost Tucker McCall. So she might reach out for Kyle and purposefully become pregnant, or have someone else get her pregnant or fake a pregnancy. Tell Kyle that it is now his invention that a girl like her has a lot of possibilities. Just a quick summary because we'd want to know which plot twist ideas you find most interesting. First, Diane is deceiving Jack for a long time. Second, Nick learns that Sally's child is indeed his. Then in positions 3 and 4, Cameron Kirsten has an evil twin, and Victor was responsible for Sally's miscarriage. What do you think of option number 5, where Kyle Abbott * kicks Audra Charles? Which turns are you hoping to see? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.